And hello everybody, it's HeroScaper, about to go live and open the Waves 2 stuff. You know, I've been very much looking forward to getting my hands on all this new stuff. Maybe I'll talk a bit about more of it, but I was sent some stuff by Renegade, but the package got lost in the mail, so I've been not having to have a bit early access as some other people, but I'm just really happy to diving into the new stuff. We're going to put it on our table here, and we are going to just talk about it. Talk about the units, talk about what we like, things we'd like to see change in the future. Not going to be too long tonight, but, you know, I know there's a couple other unboxing, but, you know, might as well do my own. You know, why not? Alright, starting up first, we have... let's switch to the right scene here. There we go. Also testing my new layout, seeing how this is going to work on a live stream. I'm finally tuning it. We're getting there to having it look very nice. I think we're about 90% of the way there. We are, of course, getting all the little kinks worked out. Let's see if this is causing too much glare. Alright, perfect. So we have the Kyrie box right here. We have a large collection of units. I can't remember all their names. These are units that have the most kind of just blend together names. I think we have Glenerva, my lady there, and well, I'll refresh my memories right here. It takes me a bit to memorize their names, but once they're there, they're kind of there forever. Just looking at the box real fast, I do like just the figures are all here. And I do like that Renegade does put these PNGs and assets on their website. Haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, but it's really great just having that on hand. It saved me a lot of time having to do it myself. So really just good packaging, you know, very sturdy box. As much as I miss the old kind of clear packed boosters of days gone by, I do think our boxes are a lot better delivery system. One, just because you gotta use the boxes. I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but I keep a lot of my boxes and use them as displays on the wall behind me, and then I sometimes will put things in here. So it's just, it's a bit more of utility that you can get out of a box. Alright, let's pop these painted figures out. Alright, so first we have Glenerva. Let me really get in and look at this real fast here. Here is the card. You know, this card art is growing on me. Maybe I'm just like a Gen 1er, but I do like the old style, but this style definitely isn't bad. You know, it looks, the renders online when we first saw them didn't look as good as they do look in person. Nice solid card stock. So we have Glenerva, notable move 6, range 1, attack 3, defense 3. Pretty much she has the ability to create a veil of darkness around her. I think she's going to probably, out of this box, going to see the most utility. You know, just there's some really fun army build that you can do with her. And, you know, 6 life, 6 move, 5 life. The unit is never to be disparaged. Let's see if focus. There we go. And there we go. So we got Glenerva right here. A really fun unit. Just looking at the detailing of the staff, and look, you have these kind of feather-like patterns on the back. And they kind of have this classic glossy black. I don't know. I just like, it's like a thing that in miniatures is really nice to see. It's kind of it's a gloss that's really hard to recreate when you're painting your own miniatures. Even if you're using glossy paint, it's just kind of never gets that exact sheen. I don't know if it's varnish used or if it's paint. I haven't been able to recreate it fully yet. We have a little bit of paint going onto the hair. But not terrible, honestly. Just if I was to recommend anyone touching this up, a very nice brown wash over this, like if you're using Army Painter Strong Tone, will really clean this up nice, and then just maybe just a little touch-ups here and there. But I like that it's a darker skin model, and that, you know, it's just nice. It's a very cool posing It's actually a very, I imagine, hard pose to render based on just because you don't have a lot of staffs like this. You have a moon staff right here. And yeah, there's a lot of fun details. This is definitely the Kyrie models that I'm really looking forward to bringing out. That's just one. Let's see what we got. Ziamara, Chamara, Zayamara. I don't know how you say it, but we got Claire. Let's try to reduce that. And yeah, so this is the Kyrie that I'm most confused on how you're going to be able to get some utility out of it. You have the Amulet of Pivotar. When a Kyrie you control follows Ular within 6 clear sight spaces, receives 1 or more wounds. Pretty much you have a chance to ignore the wounds. Received is a pretty high threshold, and it doesn't fully work with the squad, the Protectors of Ular. So I'm hoping we get some like kind of unique squads for all the Kyrie, kind of like 2.0 of all the versions that are more unique design. Because if we had some 2-life squads, then she's like a must draft. But as of now, she's not terrible to tag along with Salen. You can kind of try to do some weird stuff, summoning her with Salen, and I'm sure there's someone out there who can find a better army out of this. But as of now, I think she's a unit that is waiting for more stuff to arrive, and that's okay. Noble is, I think, a class we've only seen for Zenithrax. I'm sure I'm wrong in that, but that's kind of a new, not a class, a new personality that has popped up. And let's see what actual unit that is. So I have seen some people online showing that there's hasn't been fully painted. My painter or my eyes don't look terrible. They look they're a little messy, but I think they're trying to kind of go for this glowing white eye look. And honestly, the easiest way to do that is just copy the skin tone and paint around it, kind of narrow it in, and fix that up. Again, probably a nice brown wash on this will really bring this green and this copper out. And if you really want to go a step further, a little bit of a light gray drywall brush on the wings will really kind of really accent these details. This is a model that's going to look really, it's going to be really fun to paint. Like, I'm really looking forward to get this one all painted up, just because there's a lot of details. Like, look at these wings, are really well sculpted. And it's very simple. It's like this is we're getting out of the waves of pirates for a bit, which is nice. As I love the pirates, I've talked a lot about this channel. There's just a lot of bolt buckles. It takes a little bit longer to paint. Like this, honestly, even if you're not using speed paints, you can paint this up in like an hour and have it look really nice. And then we have our next unit. We have Kilkorax. Now this one, I think, has some really unique utility here. I think. We have Kilkorax right here, just on a bed of skulls. This is actually, I think, one of the better looking pre-paint in the box right here. You have this, it's just everything kind of fits nicely, the color scheme's good. I mean, everything you do here is just enhancing it, maybe some wash on these skulls and maybe picking out some details on these wings. But I'm happy with this job right here. Like, this is I think, one of my favorite pre-paints in this box so far. Everything kind of fits. Honestly, having the off skin tone color, I think, really helps the unit, because then it doesn't matter if it doesn't fully kind of match, like, as a color, because it's just already kind of funky. It's decayed flesh. But she has the ability to pretty much swap two figures. Oh, wait, let me make sure I'm reading this right. No, so she has the ability to move two figures adjacent to her. So this is really powerful for displacing pod armies. Arrowgrets are going to hate this unit. You just pull up a Arrowgret right next to you, and that thing is a goner when it's not in its pod. It's a higher threshold for heroes, but still a possibility to really break up those kind of really dense pods. Really, you just kind of can keep her, she has some fun utility. and just grabbing people off of glyphs alone is a huge ability, because just yoinking them off on the last order marker, a lot of fun things you can do here. And ponytail, oh wait, that's not a ponytail. I think it's not sculpted. I think it's sculpted out of the wings. That's a unique feature. Yeah. I wonder if the skulls are part of her dress, or if she's just literally standing on top of a bed of skulls. But definitely shops at Hot Topic. Yeah, this one will be fun to paint. You'll really have to work on kind of accenting black, which is kind of a little bit tricky, but it's definitely fun to work on that. Kind of make this black scene, add some more details to this right here. But good unit. I think this is a unit you can put into a lot of armies and still get some utility. And with her life drain ability, she might be around for a bit. Alright. Next we have... Oh, get too old for bending down. Next we have Queen Harriot. Delta hates her, but that pretty much she just has the ability to really limit defense, and it's not restricted by size. So you roll a 12 or higher, that unit can't roll more than one defense, which is a really powerful ability. You can, a lucky roll, you can one-shot Q9. You can she's your spicy hero killer, but she's kind of fragile. She has a very limited life and defense. She's probably more of a maybe an end game unit, mid game unit. I don't know necessarily how to use her, but with Skahan, Agent Skahan or Skahan, however you say that, she can definitely move her into place, which is nice. And in VC, you get some queen bonding, so I definitely think we'll be seeing a lot of her, especially in like assassination type formats. And let's see here, that's what the model looks like. This is a really fun model. If anyone's a Star Wars fan, this definitely gives me Chiss vibes, like Admiral Thrawn. These wings are very unique. They're more black in the render, but blue on the model. I actually don't know which one I like more. I think kind of a blue-black will be a really fun way to layer this up. And this one will have a lot of fun painting techniques you can use to really enhance it. Really bring out these details. You can even add some glowing effects, I think would be really fun to have, kind of on this. I love the techno vibrant wings here. Very fun unit. I do wish Vidar had a gun. Units had guns, but honestly, a spear that kills people instantly is not bad as well. Yeah, this is a fun unit. These are actually all very unique units where like they're not hard to paint and but it's really easy to make them stand out. And then we have Mealkeep. I think probably the least dynamic pose of the bunch, but still a very cool figure. Do they feel smaller than pre-existing Kyrie? I have to check this out. They feel a bit smaller than normal. Like, these are the minions who are very bulky, so it's hard to compare. They seem appropriately sized. I think they're slightly less heroic. Their heads and bodies are smaller, so they're not as chunky as classic Scape. And that's not a problem. Things change, that was kind of the style back then, but people definitely want more realistic proportions nowadays. It seems more as a popular thing. Although I do see some like cool chibi stuff going around, so it's always kind of in flux. But I like the antlers, like the armor. I like this unit's abilities, honestly, most of all, more than the sculpt and the render. Like, this is pretty good. The flesh is a little off. Honestly, I think there's just some miscommunication between kind of the actual skin tone and what's on the model. But it's not terrible. It's not distracting to me. This honestly is the one that will really benefit from a dry brush. If you see, like, in the card art, there's a lot of light green highlights. You take a light green on this and dry brush on that armor, and that instantly looks a lot better. But I'm liking this copper and green armor vibe for these Kairi. This would be really fun to experiment with. But any unit that has double attack is always a good unit in my book, or at least a usable unit. And the ability to heal upon killing a unit is also very nice. It's actually very close to a unit I could have designed for Aquila Kairi a long time ago. So I'm happy to see like a power that heals people nearby. I think if you have Milky and Xiomara kind of potted together, you can kind of get this a bit of a kind of a very strong reduction in heal cycle going on. But honestly, order marker management is going to be really tough with these guys until they get some kind of utility or movement feature. And then red plus blue, welcome to chat. It says, well, these look pretty good. Can't wait till mine arrive. Yeah, they're pretty good. So far, I'm pretty satisfied with these. Cannot complain. But, you know, it's definitely, yeah, all positive in my regard. Not, I think, you know, as always, with pre-painted, you're subject to the, to whatever the factory gives you. That's why I like painting so much. But, you know, if someone wants to open up a box of these, I think they'd have a great time on the battlefield with these. Nice and ready. I actually just give the pre-painted to my kids and have them play on their own little battle map. And let's put these on the spinning table. See this new feature if that works out. Mainly just to try it out. That's actually what I meant to do, but I'm talking too much. But yeah, I really like this. I think Minerva is my favorite power, followed by Milky, and my favorite sculpt is probably, honestly, I really think Samara is really dynamic, and Carry-On's just cool. Alright, let's see if I can. There we go. So there's our units right there. And let me get the next box open. Right beside me. Okay, and now we got the one I've been looking for. My Hellforge has been lonely. It hasn't had its friends to help it out. So here's the box again, very nice box. It's just grown on me. Honestly, I was a little skeptical of the purple at first and the design, but it's very clear. You can see this at a game store and be like, oh, what's this? There's a giant orange guy here with robot claws. I think it's very captivating, very catches the eye. I think it's a smart decision not to have like custom art for all these booster boxes. But yeah, very well designed. I think it blows a lot cleaner, even more so than the Master Box, which I thought was okay. It's not my favorite art in the Master Box. Maybe that's just because I saw what we could have had on the Avalon Hill. But it's definitely catches your eyes, but I like these nice and simple, black background, not busy. I do a lot of graphic design stuff, so this definitely is it's exciting for me. Get my handy dandy box cutter right here, an X-Acto knife. And I like when things aren't stuffed inside a box and hard to open, so that's it's right there. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. We lost the guy. Man down. Alright, so immediately open the box. I'm assaulted by Eisenex, as is part of the course. So we got the surge markers. I don't know how to say it, but these yellow is a very appetizing color. I do want to eat one, and I won't for fear of my own safety, but they do look, it's a very vibrant yellow. It's like the same yellow they use for the Marvel clip, it looks like. So, very nice. Yeah, these are really cool. Nice to give wound markers out. You know, that way someone who doesn't have extras can invest in that, have put them with figures that need it. And let's see, let's go. Oh man, just saw the unit. It's really cool looking. All right, so first we have the Roly Boys, as my friends at Hexhala so lovingly call them. Be them rolling. You know, the Necrotech Wraith Riders. And very high gloss in these cards. Doesn't like my lights, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so they have pretty much are highly mobile chain fighters. You know, they have the ability to grab people with their chains on a d20 roll of 9 and effectively move them. It definitely does seem a design philosophy of these new scape units to allow for more dynamic movement on the battlefield, and I'm all for it. You know, sometimes HeroScape can get a little potty,